Tariffs are a tax on hardworking Americans. This is just one of many billboards that have gone up all across the United States, paid for by the Canadian taxpayer, and our government is refusing to tell us how much it costs. Get ready, it's about to get even stranger. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Jonny Says So, episode 23. Now, these billboards have gone up all across the United States, and it's so strange to see such a libertarian message coming from Mark Carney's Liberals. Now, I've said it before, tariffs are indeed a tax. That's why I'm opposed to them. So is this the Canadian government finally admitting that retaliatory tariffs are a tax on hardworking Canadians? What is going on here? I feel like I'm in the upside down or something. This election campaign is getting stranger and stranger by the day. So, Mark Carney had a phone call today with Donald Trump, which he posted about on Truth Social. I just finished speaking with Prime Minister Mark Carney of Canada. It was an extremely productive call. We agree on many things, and we will be meeting immediately after Canada's upcoming election to work on elements of politics, business, and all other factors that will end up being great for both the United States of America and Canada. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Wow, there's a lot going on here, guys. Number one, Donald Trump seems to be very sure that Mark Carney is going to win this election. Look at that. He's going to work with him after the upcoming election. So, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Mark Carney is Donald Trump's boy. Now, a lot of people say that Donald Trump is a master of playing 4D chess, meaning that he can manipulate the media and public opinion in order to get what he wants. And I'd like to propose that Mark Carney is also playing a very strategic game of 4D chess on the Canadian voter. I mean, look at where we're at right now, guys. He has successfully psyoped Pierre Poilievre into taking the liberal position on Donald Trump and negotiating with him, while Pierre Poilievre has seemingly pivoted to the left, and now Pierre Poilievre is sounding a lot more like the Liberals just a few weeks ago. I mean, think about it, guys. By default, Pierre Poilievre's position should be he's going to be the one to negotiate with Trump. He's going to be the cooler head here. But no, they have created a situation where Pierre Poilievre, if he were any sort of suggestion that he would negotiate with Trump, talk to him, make a deal, that would be seen as capitulation. So now we have Pierre Poilievre talking tough on retaliatory tariffs and standing up to Donald Trump, and overnight a switch was flipped, and all of a sudden, elbows up, Team Canada is making inroads with Trump. Very strange time to be alive. Now, when I say overnight, guys, that's not hyperbole. This was Mark Carney literally yesterday. Mark Nixon putting this out on X. Mark Carney said, Canada's relationship with the United States is over. We're moving away from nearly a century of friendship because Orange Man bad. Ditch the Americans to team up with Europe instead. America has midterms in 18 months and a new government in 4 years. This is short-sighted, emotional, and economically insane. I 100% agree with Mark Nixon. So give him a follow on Twitter, guys. He's got some great stuff on here.
This challenge as a country is becoming the most urgent. Over the coming weeks, months, and years, we must fundamentally reimagine our economy. We will need to ensure that Canada can succeed in a drastically different world. The old relationship we had with the United States, based on deepening integration of our economies and tight security and military cooperation, is over. We will need to dramatically reduce our reliance on the United States. We will need to pivot our trade relationships elsewhere. And we will need to do things previously thought impossible at speeds we haven't seen in generations. And that's why I chose to go to France and the United Kingdom, two long-standing and reliable partners, friends, and allies of Canada. And it's why the time will come for a broad renegotiation of our security and trade relationship with the United States.
I certainly would love to know what they discussed in that phone call to get Mark Carney to turn around so quickly from this position. I mean, he literally just said that our economic and security relationship with our closest ally and our closest trading partner, both in the volume that we do and geographically, is over. And yet, 24 hours later, we have this coming out of the CBC. Carney calls first official call with Trump cordial and positive, but tariffs still expected next week. Two countries agree to start discussions on new economic security relationship post-election. But he just said that our economic and security relationship is over. I can't make heads or tails of Mark Carney. One day he does one thing, and the next he does another. I don't understand how so many Canadians seemingly are supporting him in the polls. And it's not just the polls, but if you look at betting sites like Polymarket, which oftentimes is a better predictor of election results than the actual polls, look at this. Next Prime Minister of Canada after the election. Mark Carney is at 63% and Pierre Poilievre at 38%, according to Polymarket. Which, all of this seems really odd because when you look at Mark Carney's public appearances, not a lot of interest. But yet, here is Pierre Poilievre's rally just the other night. Watch this. Yeah, look at that crowd. Let's zoom in there. Mark Carney does not put up anything close to those numbers when he does public speaking engagements. And so for whatever reason, Donald Trump's preferred choice for the next Prime Minister of Canada is Mark Carney. Now, there could be a whole bunch of different reasons for this, but in my opinion at least, it is that Mark Carney is going to finish exactly what Justin Trudeau started, and Donald Trump wants us in the weakened position that we've been in over the last 10 years, so that it will be much easier for him to negotiate whatever he wants in some sort of new trade deal, because he's not satisfied with his own trade deal from 2018. Anyways, guys, that's my show for the evening. I want to turn it over to you in the comments. What do you think about these billboards? Are you outraged at the fact that we're paying for these and we don't even know how much it cost? What do you think is behind Donald Trump's motivation for supporting Mark Carney? I'd love to know what you guys think. And as always, guys, if you like what you see here, please like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.